All right. Welcome to another episode of Music du Jour. Coming to you live from the fabled Ridgewood Room high atop the hills of Tacoma, Washington. This is your host, Casey MacGill, strumming your way. And we're starting off with an original song today. This one was recorded for the Jump CD back in the late 90s. And it's been a pretty popular song. And there have been some dance routines to it. And I am really hoping I get to re-record it. All right, Stuart. Hello from Thailand. Hello from Tacoma. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you on board. I'm about to get into an original tune called Rhythm. Rhythm, when you swing it, rhythm, rock and roll, rhythm, got to sing it. That's the stuff that sends my soul. Rhythm, body action, rhythm, feels so fine. Rhythm, move attraction, helps your movements right on time. More than just a mellow motion, like a Cooper kind of attitude. Your body's begging to begin to bopping. Won't be long before you find the heat is in the hopping. It's got a beat that you can dance to. It's got a groove to get you in the aisle. Here in your heart is where you hear the drummer drumming. Rhythm guaranteed to bring a smile. Rhythm, midnight hour. Rhythm, break of day. Rhythm, riff and flower. Bound to blow your blues away. Rhythm, shout and feel it. Rhythm, all around. Rhythm, jump and squeal it. That's the way to go to town. More than just mellow motion, more like a Cooper kind of attitude. Your body's begging to begin to bopping. Won't be fun before you find the heat is in the hopping. Got a beat that you can dance to. Got a groove to get you in the aisle. You're in your heart is where you hear the drummer drumming. Rhythm guaranteed to bring a smile. Rhythm, midnight hour. Rhythm, break of day. Rhythm, riff and flower. Bound to blow your blues away. Rhythm, shout and feel it. Rhythm, all around. Rhythm, jump and squeal it. That's the way to go to town. That's the way to go to town. That's the way to go to town. All right. Rhythm. And welcome everybody to Music du Jour. This is Casey MacGill. And that last song is an original called Rhythm. And that was written in the late 90s for the Jump CD album. All right, Randall Taylor Craven, welcome. Good to see you. Kate Voss, oh my God, the boss, Kate Voss.
Stuart Kramer is saying that he's really Matt Kramer. That's how you know him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Kramer. Wow, Matt Kramer. Hi, Matt. It's delightful to realize who you really, really are underneath that clever pseudonym. And for those of you out there who are not aware of this, and that's pretty much everybody, Matt Kramer and I have a brief but delightful history because Matt at one time ran the Monday night jam sessions at the Troubadour nightclub in West Hollywood. And wow, what a gig, eh? And the one time I got to see Tom Waits was in the bar at the Troubadour, and he and I were both rather intoxicated. I feel like I could have been Tom Waits' kid brother, just because I thought we kind of looked a little bit alike. Anyway, and I did a jam session on Monday nights at the Troubadour, and Matt was responsible for bringing us in for that. It was a lot of fun. And then he opened his own nightclub called At My Place. And Mood Indigo, our trio, had a lot of fun nights down there, some of which are captured on our little Panasonic Walkman or Sony Walkman cassette recorder. And I'm so glad that we did that. And we have a couple of snapshots from there also, where we're hanging out backstage, and some great color slides from the photographer Dave Jour. So anyway, blah blah blah. I know I have to move on. I'm getting the fisheye from my executive producer Jessica, and I could go on, as you know. However, we're gonna play some music on this show, and you know, it's Black History Month, and I'm very excited about that because it gives me a great excuse to perform some of the music of one of our greatest American composers, and I'm speaking of Duke Ellington. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna send a little note over here to Jessica. This song is just instrumental, so
Okay,
if you
we'll
want
leave it there.
to, okay, just leave the camera there. We have a 2-camera setup. It's very sophisticated, and we're just trying to make everything go as planned or work. I don't know if there's a plan, but anyway. So I'm going to play a couple of Duke Ellington songs for you today. And I've been a fan of Duke's pretty much since I started becoming aware of this great American music that was written from the 1920s going forward. Sometimes called jazz, sometimes just called good music. And here's one of his signature pieces. All right. The music of Duke Ellington, ladies and gentlemen, on Music du Jour. In honor of Black History Month, that was Sophisticated Lady, a tune that Duke wrote in either 1934 or 5. I'm not quite sure about the date. And lovely melody. And I've got a couple of more of Duke's songs. This one is from a few years after that. For one of the last in fact, it might have been the last Cotton Club show that his orchestra performed in. Duke started playing at the Cotton Club, I believe, at the end of 1927, and this last show was in 1938. So he was there for a number of years with time out to go to Hollywood and appear in a couple of movies and make a couple of European tours. And this song is a great song, and it was inspired by a recording made by Thelonious Monk. That was the music of Duke Ellington. And wow, it's a fantastic, fantastic recording. So here's a little bit of I Let a Song Go Out of My Heart. I let a song go out of my heart. It was the sweetest melody. I know I lost heaven, 'cause you were the song. Since you and I have drifted apart, life doesn't mean a thing to me. Please come back, sweet music. I know I was wrong. Am I too late to make amends? You know that we were meant to be more than just friends, just friends. I let a song go out of my heart. Believe me, darling, when I say I want no sweet music until you return someday. Am I too late to make amends? You know that we were meant to be more than just friends, just friends. I let a song go out of my heart. Believe me, darling, when I say I want no sweet music. I want no sweet music until you return someday. All right, I let a song go out of my heart. Isn't that a great tune? So just before we started there, I mentioned my inspiration for learning that was from this Thelonious Monk record. Thelonious Monk plays the music of Duke Ellington. I think it's on Riverside Records. And it's just a wonderful trio recording with Kenny Clark on drums and Oscar Pettiford on bass. Wow, just a wonderful supportive rhythm section, solid as a rock, and it just sets Monk free, and he's able to do one of his best recorded performances throughout the whole album. It's a wonderful record. So that is I Let a Song Go Out of My Heart, and celebrating Black History Month via the great composer Duke Ellington. And I want to just take a minute before we launch into our next and final number to thank you for joining us today, and also tell you that if you're feeling grateful and generous and you'd like to make a little contribution here to our cause, feel free to stop by either Venmo or PayPal. The addresses are on this broadcast. You can find them there. And drop a little something into our virtual receptacle of gratitude. And also, let me just say that the most important thing is that you're here and hopefully enjoying the music. That's number one. So if you are not in a position to make a donation, don't worry about it. You could just subscribe to my YouTube channel, ring the bell, and then you'll get notified of other performances, shows, like our next cocktail hour, which is coming up this Thursday at 7 p.m. And that's going to be a great show. So that's something that we would love for you to get to check out and see and listen to. Also, you could listen to my music on Spotify or the Apple Music service, and that would be great. But aside from that, the most important thing is that you're here, you're enjoying the music, and if you're somebody who's already made a donation, don't feel like you have to be doing that every time. The main thing is we're glad to have you on board. So thank you so much for being here. And I want to do one more song, a Duke Ellington classic. And this one is It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing. It's a great philosophical statement that pretty much has a lot to do with American music. American music should have some little element of swing in it. Once you get a tempo going in American music, how come it shouldn't swing? And whether it's concert music or whether it's dance music. And, black music has been described as America's classical music. Jazz has been described as America's classical music. And I would tend to agree with that. And swing is like an essential component. And I was very fortunate to be able to sing this tune on Broadway in the musical Swing. And I'll always be grateful for Duke Ellington to, writing this tune. And those are some mighty big coattails to put yourself on when you're performing. So anyway, here's a little bit of that Don't Mean a Thing. What good is melody? What good is music if it ain't possessing something sweet? Da-da-da-da-da-da. It ain't the melody, it ain't the music. There's something else that makes the song complete. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do what, 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 do what. It don't mean a thing. All you gotta do is sing. Do what, 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 do what. Well, it make no difference if it's sweet or hot, sweet or hot. Just give that a rhythm, everything you got. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do what, 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 do what. Let do Well, it make no difference if it's sweet or hot, sweet or hot, sweet or hot, sweet or hot. Just give that rhythm everything you got, but it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do I, 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 do I. Do I, 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 do I. Do I, 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 do I. Thanks, everybody. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. I'll be back here around 12:30. I do a Monday through Friday thing. So please come back and see me again. And I'm on Facebook and also YouTube. And thank you so much for joining me today. And we'll be celebrating Black History Month with some more great music from America's wonderful Black composers like Duke Ellington, Fats Waller, U.B. Blake, and more. So please come back and join us this week, and we'll see you then. Thanks. Do I, 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 do I.